My name is Claire McCoy, and if you are new here, I am a newly single mom of two daughters and a pup. And I packed me and my babies up and moved us to a new city where we know no one here, okay? Now, I'm basically going to give y'all a story time how I ended up here, why did I choose to move, and yeah, you're just going to know it's the start of my new life with my babies and my pup. So I just wanted to document real life. It's not going to be perfect. But if you're interested, keep watching, stay tuned, subscribe, like, comment, share. And yeah. So for starters, I'm going to start off why I am single. Now, I'm gonna start off why I'm single because I don't want to without giving too much information because you do get to pick and choose what you keep private and what you want to share. And some of why I'm single, I'm gonna keep private. But if you know, you know. If you can read between the lines, that's great. But I am single because I've been building my relationship with God. I'm gonna start there. Because this channel, I'm a God's girl. I'm a God's girl, and all decisions that I make is God. Okay, it was not made on my own. It was made with Him. So I've been building my relationship with God. Like, I've always had a relationship with God, but once you get older, your relationship with God, it's a different type of relationship with God because you're actually going through things. Like, yeah, some kids go through stuff, but as an adult, you're really experiencing what it is for real. So this adult journey of building my relationship with God has been the best. I'm so glad I took this journey. But that is the start of me why I left my relationship. I was talking to God. A lot of things were changing. I suffered from anxiety attacks. I had to go to counseling, like the whole 9 yards. If you've been in my shoes, if you've had an anxiety attack, those things are not easy. I'm over here just getting teary-eyed thinking about it because in those moments, it's like it's like you're out of your body. You cannot stop what's happening to you. And anything that can get you in a position to have an anxiety attack, to have a panic attack, I just urge you all to seek therapy, seek God, and make the adjustments that you need in your life, okay? The panic attack started from a bunch of different things. It wasn't just a relationship. It life, kids, being a wife without the ring. A lot has happened that started those panic attacks. But that's when I knew I needed to make changes to my life. One of them was getting a therapist. I never had a therapist, never talked to anyone outside of God and my friends. And at this time, I barely really had friends for real. I went through an isolation season and I cut a lot of people off. So it was literally just me, my kids, and my boyfriend for a while. Friends ended up coming around the closer I got with God, and I'm seeking for a real friend. I'm seeking for a godly friendship, a godly friend group. God placed people in my life at the right time. And if you're watching this, Davina, she was the first. Like, we were already cool because we went to the same high school and other history behind that. But Davina, if you're watching this, I love you down bad. We might not talk that much, but we know when we see each other, it is all love. I love that girl, okay? She helped me physically and emotionally. Like when you can talk and have a friend of God and in the right mind, it's a beautiful thing. So, for starters, my friend Davina, she definitely was a big part of my journey with God and becoming the better version of who I was called to be. Yes, so let me get back to, I just had to go through an isolation season and cut off a lot of people, and God brought people in my life. Okay, now I'm just starting off with explaining my journey of having building my relationship with God and what led me to becoming single. Um, yeah, so I became like really, really close with Davina around the time that I was having these panic attacks, and I was realizing that I needed to make these changes. Now I've already dropped off friends and all, so imagine not having any friends to talk to while you are going through things, and then panic attacks start, and like nobody, but my kids and my boyfriend, and they were a part of the problem. So when Davina came into my life, we would go to the gym five o'clock in the morning, and we're working out 5 a.m. We're having the talks that need to be had, and outside of the gym, we went to brunch and stuff. We would have. She has two daughters too, so we would have pool dates, park dates, whatever, beach dates. We had planned little Mother's Day events, like the things, the whole nine. Speaking of that, I need to hit her up because Mother's Day is around the corner and we need to figure out what we're doing for Mother's Day. But yeah, so I think she agreed that counseling is she was one of the people who told me counseling is, not a bad idea. So I got on Facebook and I asked people how they felt about therapy, like, because it's my first time. I never, and then the black community just feels like therapy is not necessary. So I'm not saying I'm one of those black people, but it's in the air. So I just want to know which direction to go down when looking for a therapist, because I have no idea. So going on Facebook, asking, people were actually, I had a lot of comments about therapy, good comments, and people were actually inboxing me their therapist. So I chose one. I can't remember who that girl is who inboxed me, her therapist, but thank you so much, you. If you wrote me about a therapist and gave me her number, I appreciate you so much, because you have no idea. Nobody knows that I was having panic attacks. This is the first time you all know I suffer from anxiety attacks. I said panic attacks. They're similar, so it's confusing, but they're similar. No one knows that I suffered from anxiety attacks outside of my family, and I don't even think my whole family knows. Like my mom and dad, they knew. But yes, once I was having these anxiety attacks, I'm talking to my friend Davina. I go on Facebook and make a post asking about therapy, and then this girl gives me her therapist number. I immediately reach out to the therapist and schedule a therapy session. Y'all, my very first panic attack lasted about 7 hours. I was at work and fighting to keep it together because I needed to stay at work. I needed to make that money. I could not afford to not be there. So it was so hard, guys. An anxiety attack, my symptoms, I was crying, but because I was at a work setting and I was a receptionist, so I really had to keep it together. When every time a client came in and out, I am wiping my eyes, trying to keep it together. I'm fanning myself, trying to keep it together, trying to keep my eyes from running, from crying. I'm hot. I'm having hot flashes, so I'm fanning because I'm hot. I'm shortness of breath. I can barely breathe. My heart is pounding. I have the shakes. I'm shaking. Like, what else? What else? I couldn't eat. Like, y'all, it was terrible. It was terrible. And my manager was like, "You can go home," and I'm just like, "I got it. I got it. I got it." Like, that's when I really realized how strong I was, staying at work for my whole work shift, fighting an anxiety attack. Yes, the hardest thing I ever had to do. Like, all I wanted to do was, whew, y'all. I had to call my mom. She was praying on the phone with me. I'm praying in my head, asking God to please let it go, send it away from me. Like, I need to finish working. Like, I'm just trying to get past this panic attack. Had my it once I left work, it lasted like maybe 2 more hours after that. Then it finally calmed down. Then I had my first panic attack my first therapy session, and then that's when my therapist, if you know therapy, they're going to give you homework so we can get to the root of what caused this. I kind of sort of knew what the root was. I was just fed up with a lot of stuff that I was going through, and being in my head didn't help. And then without saying too much, but like, one thing I do not like is to be lied on. And it really burns my soul when I cannot change someone's idea of a lie they have of me or told of me. It just eats me up. Okay? So, that being said, I had anxiety attacks. I went to therapy. And then, maybe about 8 months in therapy, was it 8 months in? Maybe about 5 months in therapy, I changed having individual or self-therapy to a couples therapy. I changed it to couples therapy. So we're in therapy. Actually, no, I think it was like 7 or 8 months in, after I did therapy alone, I decided I wanted to make it couples therapy. So we did couples therapy, and we did good. Like, everything was great. Like, our therapist was like, "Well, I guess you guys can call me whenever you need me, but you guys are good." So I'm thinking everything is good, everything looks good, everything feels good, everything seems good, okay? But it's always gonna be something that you just feel like nothing's gonna be perfect. I'm not saying we were perfect, but we were managing, like going to therapy, learning how to communicate and go about disagreements. We knew how to handle those type of things now. So it still was just in me. Like, I don't know, randomly one day, close to the end of the year, I asked God, I said, "Please, Lord, reveal whatever needs to be revealed to me in this relationship." I don't know why I asked him to do that. I can't remember if there was something I went through in the relationship or something I felt, or I don't know. I think it was something I felt one day. A woman's intuition, y'all gotta pay attention. I think it's something I felt one day, and I said, "Lord, whatever it is, just reveal it to me. Reveal it whenever it's time to be revealed. Reveal it to me." Now, it did not happen. Like I told you, this was the end of the year. It didn't happen right then and there. It took months. I would say December, January, February, March, April. 5 months. It took 5 months for him to reveal what needed to be revealed to me. And when it was revealed to me, I was prepared. That's why, when you ask God for something and if it doesn't happen right away, it's because he's preparing you for whatever he's about to do for you. So don't be discouraged, don't be angry, don't be doubtful, don't be hurt, don't feel stuck. Like, it's easier said than done, but just understand that there is a reason for everything, okay? Because when he revealed to me what I asked him to reveal to me, I was ready for it. I didn't react the way I would have, the past me would have. I didn't react. I moved gracefully. And honestly, I don't know if y'all know, I was in a relationship for almost 8 years. We would have made 8 years in October. And I left in May. Okay? So we were almost 8 years. And I just feel like, as an adult, as a human being, as yourself, like, nobody else can make decisions for you but you. So for yourself, I just feel like you have the capability to choose. No, you have the capability to choose what it is you want to go through. And you also have the ability to choose what you don't want to go through. So being that you have the capability to make those decisions, make it. So sometimes it's just, if you decide to wait and stay in something because you're waiting for someone else to do right or get better or do this or do that, you have a choice to make. You can choose to wait or you can choose not to wait. And I just got to the point where I'm choosing not to wait for this person to do whatever it is that I was asking that person to do. That's basically what it is, on top of what was revealed to me. Okay? So I said, I done been through enough here. I've shared my light. I've been the best me that I could be. I'm not going to say I'm perfect. I'm not perfect at all. There are things that I could have corrected, however, which I did. But a lot of it was off of communication. And I can't communicate by myself. So if we both not going to be doing it, it's just not going to work. But yeah, so once what was revealed to me, all of these thoughts was just in my head. Like, you don't have to choose to wait for this person to get it together. You don't have to choose. You don't have to accept what you like, everybody should have, for one, you should have boundaries and you should have standards for what you will and will not go for. And once those things are crossed, you have a choice again, whether to forgive that person and stay or forgive that person and move on. And I chose to forgive that person and move on. I just felt like I've lost time. Even though time doesn't exist, that's a whole nother time conversation for another time. Time doesn't exist. So I just didn't want to waste any more time. I wanted to just get out and work on myself single. I wanted to be a better me without being in a relationship. I didn't have the mental capacity to help fill anyone else's cup besides my own anymore, especially under the circumstances and boundaries that were, like, broken, and the conditions. I couldn't do it no more. Okay, that's how I ended up single. Okay, and that made me have to move back with my parents, which was very uncomfortable for me, going from having my own room, my kids having their own room, then me having a beauty room, my workspace. Like, I left all of that for us to move into my old room at my parents' house. So me, my kids, I gave my dog our office because I tried to let him sleep in the room with us, but he kept tap 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 tap. Couldn't take it, could not take it. But having me and my daughter share a room for months, y'all, I think I'm insane. Why you gotta? Okay, but anyways, yeah. So I packed me and my kids up. Me and my dog packed us all up, and we went to my dad. We went to my parents' house, and we were there. I stayed down. I stayed faithful. I stayed true. I kept praying. I kept trusting. I was living as well, and I still was not in the best state of mind either because, honey, I told y'all I left with grace and I kept my grace. Even after the breakup, it was crazy. It was crazy mentally, emotionally. If y'all watch me on social media, y'all probably seen my little post here and there where I just couldn't take it anymore. Like, I just needed an outlet. And yeah, so it was bad. It was bad, but I knew my relationship with God was going to carry me through it all. So I didn't. I kept having grace. Like, I always think about how many times I let God down and how many times he's forgiven me and he's given me another chance. How many times I keep waking up in the morning. How many times I can still smell, taste, feel, think, understand, communicate, speak. You know? So I give grace to everybody. I used to have a hate list. I don't have that no more. I don't hate nobody. I love y'all. And I wish y'all the best, honestly, wholeheartedly. Like, this is what a relationship with God looks like. The people I used to hate, I love them now. I want them to have the best life ever. I wish great things over them. So that is how I got through the breakup. It was definitely a scary thing. Like I said, I'm leaving, having my kids have their own room. I have my own room, and I also have an extra room for my workspace. I didn't have that. I left without that. I left that. I was so scared. I was so uncomfortable. So everything I did not want to do, God forced me to do it in that transition, I promise you. And every time he forced me to do it in that transition, I was so thankful that he forced me to do it, because if he didn't force me to do it, I wasn't going to do it. And I wouldn't have seen how much better it was doing whatever it is that he was telling me to do. So don't fight what he is telling you to do, y'all. That's another thing. Trust me, it's going to be 10 times way better than what you thought, how you should have done it. It's going to be way better. I'm telling you. Now, also, once I left that relationship, I got back in the gym. I started gaining weight. I started gaining my weight back. I was stressing, y'all. I'm stressing. It's crazy how you can stress and lose weight, and then you can stress and gain weight. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I done lived both of them. The first time y'all saw me real small, I was stressed on top of working out. The next time I gained weight, I was stressed again. Okay, but yes, we ain't even gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that. But what I can say, y'all, I definitely kept my faith in God. My relationship with God getting stronger and stronger still to this day. Going to the gym, that's therapy itself. I actually have, going to the gym, that's therapy itself. These are things, hanging out with my friends, just living. That all helped me be sane, stay in this mindset of positivity with all that was going on in life for me. Okay. But what starting over has taught me, um, starting over, it has taught me, like I told y'all, I didn't realize how strong I was. So I'm learning every day what I am capable of more and more, how strong I am more and more every single day. So I once thought that I needed a partner to do this, that, and the third, and now I know that I could do this, that, and the third all by myself. I've been doing it. Like, I've been doing it. And it's all God. Not by myself, but me and him. God. We've been doing this. He's been leading, I've been listening, and I'm reaping my fruit. For a long time, I felt like I was not reaping my fruit, y'all. Like, I felt stuck. I felt stuck. Then I was being denied. Then I wasn't getting the job. Like, it was so much. It was so much. I just felt like, you know what they say? You're going to go through the worst part of the storm before you get out of it. That's literally what happened in the last, in the beginning of this year, end of last year. Like, and then I got out of it. And I promise you, I've been favored. I have God's favor. I have God's favor. Y'all will see in my vlogs, because as soon as favor is recognized and I see it, I show y'all. I speak about it right away, because this is what God wants us to do. Like, this is what God wants us to do. He wants us to have our testimonies. This is my testimony, y'all. I went I was in a relationship paying just the lights and the water and the cable and the subscriptions. Like, that was it. Okay? And the food. My phone bill, my car insurance. That man was paying the rent. Oh, y'all, it's so funny to me. Like, just thinking. But now that I'm here in my own place, I'm paying it all myself. Like, the tripping about something that, anyways. But starting over has taught me that I could do it. I could do whatever I put my mind to, and I could do whatever God leads me to doing. Like, that's what taught me. That is what starting over has taught me. And I'm so thankful for this journey. I'm thankful for all the hard parts of my journey, because it strengthened me. It made me a better person. It made me see things differently, and it made me understand people, places, and things way more. Like, so I'm definitely thankful. But yeah, if I could leave y'all with something today, I don't know what everybody is going through. There are so many different type of situations and scenarios out there. But if you are in a place in life, and you feel stuck, you feel like you're just putting who you are aside, you're losing yourself. I'm just naming different things that it could be. But if you going through something, you're going through something. And if you feel like you need a change, take it to God. Ask him to lead you in the right direction. Ask him what steps. Ask him to order your steps. And when you're in a stuck season and things are happening, don't stop asking him, why are these things happening to me? Remember that they're happening for you. And ask him, what is it that you need to be learning in these times of trouble, in these storms, in these difficult situations. Ask him, what is it that I need to learn? What am I supposed to be opening my eyes up to? Ask him, because those are the things that are preparing you for what he has for you. Okay? So I just want y'all to understand, none of this is possible without God. So I strongly advise you all, if you're not in your word, if you don't have a relationship with God, get one. Get in your word and build you a relationship with God. It's kind of easier said than done, but it's once you get to it, it's nothing but to do it. Read your Bible. Get a devotional. You can type in whatever kind of devotional you're looking for on Amazon, Walmart, Target, whatever you're looking for in a devotion, because there's so many different types out there. Just type it in, order it, and make that a part of your devotion. Stop waking up and the first thing you do is listening to some rap or some R&B. Clear your mind with some gospel music. Let God start your day and let him end your day. Okay? I'm just putting y'all on from where I came from and where I'm at now. This did not happen overnight. I don't want you to think if you make these changes for a week, the next week you're going to be in a better place. It might happen for some, but you got to take that step, and you got to take that journey, and you got to do what's best for you. Everybody in this world needs to understand that you can't be better and can't be nothing to nobody if you're not good to yourself. Okay? So it starts with you, and then it starts with you putting that trust and faith in understanding in God. Okay? So if you are scared of starting over, if you're scared to make that move, I just want you to know that you can do it. I did it. If I could do it, you could do it too. Okay? All right? So I just want to remind y'all, if you're interested in my story of how I ended up here, single, in my own place, making it happen, I definitely advise you to like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notification bell on so you'll be notified every single time I post, because I have more story times. Maybe I'll tell y'all little stories about, situations that I've been through in the relationship that made me get here. I might just do it if y'all comment and ask me to. Like, if y'all want some more, let me know, and I'll tell y'all a little bit more. I'll put y'all in my little, my little friend group, my group chat. We can have a group chat, Clear Babes, okay? So just make sure you are commenting and you are sharing. And yeah, subscribe, turn that post notification bell on so you can walk this journey with me. Like, we're going to be in this together. I'm going to be encouraging y'all, just like I'm still encouraging myself to keep going, just because God is moving, the devil didn't stop. He's not going to stop, okay? So we can help each other stay strong, push each other to better heights and positions in life, and we're going to be good, okay? All right, Claire Babes, I'll see y'all in the next video.